Britain then, one of only 2 countries to have held a Grand Prix in every single year of the Formula One World Championship. And the circuit extends that record further for today's Grand Prix. The 3.6 miles of the Silverstone circuit in Great Britain is hallowed ground to the Formula One faithful. We have 18 corners that wrap around this former World War II airbase and some good passing opportunities at the end of the DRS zones. Now, Anthony Davidson, I wonder, might we be in for some early pit stops today from the midfield teams, all trying to put some pressure on or disrupting things for the leaders up front?
If you're in the middle of the pack, you know, you got your own race to run, I don't think they're going to be thinking about causing trouble up front. However, closer to the head of the pack, don't be surprised to see some split strategies. If you're running second and third, for example, bringing one car in for an undercut while leaving the other one out there longer can put a lot of pressure on the leader and maybe force them into an error.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Smith lines up on pole position, with Lance Stroll alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Ocon, Magnussen, Pierre Gasly and King, Verstappen, Bottas, Albon and George Russell, Norris, Vettel, Charles Leclerc and Kvyat, Zhou, Aitken, Antonio Giovinazzi and Luca Ghiotto, De Vries, Latifi, Matsushita and Sergio Sette Camara. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to F1 2020 MyTEAM career mode. This is the Mercedes-FiveFaa career mode. So ladies and gentlemen, some big announcements. This is round 12 of the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. There has been a couple of driver changes, big ones. Lance Stroll is now at McLaren. Danny Kvyat won the last Grand Prix with McLaren. Now he's with the Renault Racing Team.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
And Jack Aitken is with Racing Point. So this is a 13 lapper of the British Grand Prix. We will go down to the race strategy and we will go right there with going. Oh, can we go further? We will do 7 laps on the softs, I reckon. That looks ideal. Fill this thing up. Have at least a little bit of gas because we go through a lot. So it's 30 degrees on track, in air temperature is 21. So let's get down to the start of the Silverstone Grand Prix. Shay Smithey qualified on pole position and his teammate Sebastian Vettel got eliminated in Q1, qualifying in 12th position. So the team orders today is Shay Smithey needs to win this Grand Prix or get a podium position. Here we go. The start of the 2026 British Grand Prix. There's Lance Stroll. Wow. Lance Stroll put his car on second. Waiting for all 5 lights to go out. This will be the start of the British Grand Prix. Here we go. All 22 cars have got off the line safely. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the last video. And thank you for all the support you've been giving me. So Shay Smithey this time round has got off to a fantastic start. Right behind him, making his McLaren debut, is Lance Stroll, Kevin Magnussen and Jordan King. So the current Drivers' Championship leader, Sebastian Vettel, is currently in 10th position. So ladies and gentlemen, we will stay on 1 or 2 laps with the race leader and we will go down to maybe 4, 5, 6 position depending on the race length. In this case, it's the British Grand Prix and it's a 13 lapper. So Shay had a fantastic practice and qualifying session. Can he put his car on the podium today? If in the background you probably can hear my dog Olivia. She is a Great Dane and she's 5 years old, and she is barking at the neighbour, saying, "Neighbour, neighbour, shut the F up, let me do my thing." And yes, she's barking. Okay, so Shay's doing already completed a lap, and Shay is doing what he does best, leading from the front. Car's been super quick all weekend for this Grand Prix, and I believe the team orders is Shay needs to get on the podium, because I don't think Sebastian Vettel will do that today. He is currently in 10th position. Got eliminated in Q1 in qualifying. Wasn't great for Sebastian Vettel. Oh, and Lance Stroll is trying to take over Shay Smithey, and he does. Lance Stroll is in first position, and we will go on board with Lance Stroll himself, making his McLaren debut, and is leading the British Grand Prix. Holy moly! For that, we will stay on the race leader, Lance Stroll. Well, we don't know too much about Lance Stroll. He's from Canada, and his dad is the boss of Aston Martin racing team. I think he owns that. So, Lance Stroll has walked away from his family-owned racing team, and now he is a McLaren driver and importantly leading the Grand Prix in his debut race for McLaren at the British Grand Prix. How cool is that? That is sick. And right behind him is, once again, Shay Smithey. He must have overtaken Jordan King for second, because one stage Jordan King was in front of Shay. Shay's got a lot of pressure from the two AlphaTauri drivers. Can the man keep in front of them guys? Oh, just listen to the McLaren engine purring like a pussy. Okay, that is completion of lap 3. And now we are on board with Shay Smithey again. Looks like Lance Stroll is settled down in this race now. I think he might, personally, I reckon he's won this Grand Prix already. The way he's driving, his McLaren is super fast. They are the second best team on the grid. Then it goes AlphaTauri and the Mercedes-AMG racing team. Obviously, the Mercedes-FiveFaa racing team is the first best racing team on the grid, and it's proven and it's shown in their performances since the very first Grand Prix in Australia. And there goes my doggo again, Olivia, the Great Dane. She is barking up a storm. Oh God, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. So Shay is on the super softs, driving quite nicely at the moment, the Australian. And now we will go on board with the AlphaTauri in Jordan King. What could Jordan King do today? Another beautiful sounding car. Jordan King got his teammate Kevin Magnussen right behind him. Massive, I can't believe Lance Stroll is now a McLaren driver. And Danny Kvyat, who won the last Grand Prix, Viv McLaren, is now at the Renault racing team. I don't get that. He was doing so well with McLaren. Oh, Shay's made a mistake. Opportunity for Jordan King to overtake him, and no. But Kevin Magnussen will set him up. Can Kevin Magnussen get his teammate? Oh God, there's a bit of humpo bumpo there. And now Kevin Magnussen is in third position. Oh, Shay's all over the place. Okay, that is another lap done, and now we're going on board with Kevin Magnussen this time. Lap 5 of the British Grand Prix. Some very tough racing at the moment. So the two AlphaTauri cars and the two Mercedes-AMG racing cars of Bottas and Pierre Gasly. And right behind them, it's the two Red Bulls of Max Verstappen and Alex Albon. And then it goes Sebastian Vettel and George Russell in the Ferrari. Isn't that a bit of information gathering? It's been tight racing so far by these fellas. And he goes in the pits. And now let's go on board. That must be lap 6. We're going on board with Vattari Bottas. Haven't seen much of him in this Grand Prix. But I reckon he will be going into the pits in the next one. And maybe. And there's his teammate right behind him in Pierre Gasly. Just listen to these broom broom cars go. Magnificent, ladies and gentlemen. Magnificent. Beautiful day here at Silverstone. And now we are on board the Pierre Gasly. Another lappy completed here. There's Sebastian Vettel. Not having the best Grand Prix, Sebastian Vettel. But what can you do? Can't win them all. Oh, soccer blur, soccer blur. Oh, I love the British Grand Prix. One of my favourite tracks, actually. And same with Austria. And actually, the French Grand Prix is actually one of my favourites too. And there we go, Pierre Gasly doing his thing in his Mercedes AMG racing car. Is he going into the pits? And yes, he is. He's going into the pits. Who's that? That is Shay Smithey. Shay Smithey's in the pits. What sort of compound tyres is look? Oh, he's putting on the mediums. He is putting on the mediums, ladies and gentlemen, again, and Danny Kvyat is coming down the straight. Danny Kvyat has overtaken Shay Smithey for first spot. Sorry, no, Lance Stroll is back in front. And right behind him is another McLaren in Esteban Ocon. What can the big O do here? Hopefully Shay can stay in front for the, or catch up to Lance Stroll. More importantly, Lance Stroll, once again, I've said this a few times, is making his McLaren debut and putting his car in second spot on the grid for today's race, and now leading the Grand Prix, a potential of winning his first Grand Prix for McLaren. That would be something really special for him and for the team. Looks like the McLaren has more speed than the Mercedes-FiveFaa racing team at the moment. That is quite concerning. And that is another Total Blah completed. Alright, so for that we will go on board with Esteban. And that's another lap completed. I believe this is lap 9. I could be wrong. Don't hold it to me because I do not know the racing times at the moment. I only know to the top 5 positions currently. And Esteban, wow, the former Alpine driver, now in McLaren, and it looks like the McLaren team has absolutely stepped it up now, obviously with their developments and all that sort of stuff, being the number 2 car on the grid now. Shay's keeping with it. Shay's definitely keeping with it. It's good to see. He's in a McLaren sandwich at the moment. And now we will go on board with Shay Smithey. I believe this is the 10th lap is now completed. And after this lap completed, we will stay on with the potential race winner in Lance Stroll. Hopefully everyone has been enjoying this video content. Thank you everyone for all of you for supporting this channel. I've been getting a lot of views lately in recent videos. It's been a massive support in season 5, 6 and 7. Now she's slowly gaining momentum, whatever you call it. Shay looks like he's got a bit of scuff marks on the side of his car, but that's fine, long as she's still going. Shay is slightly building time, catching up to Stroll. But a long way to go. So we will go on board with Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll absolutely driving beautifully. He hasn't done anything wrong in this Grand Prix, just basically doing what he has to do, keep his car in front of the pack, drive sensibly, and get that car home. What a day for McLaren if they get a double podium. They haven't done that in a long time. What an achievement for the McLaren racing team today. It's fantastic. You cannot fault their pressure. It's been wonderful to watch. And here we go. The last remaining corners of this Grand Prix. There's Shay Boy. I'm guessing there's one more lap left. That's good. I don't feel so bad now. Shay's put it on overtake mode. And Lance Stroll, oh yep, overtake mode is off. Oh, he's putting it on, he puts it on a little bit, okay. Nice. Nice racing. He will be going to victory lane. Lance Stroll, his debut race for McLaren. And what a wonderful achievement from the Canadian. And also right behind him, slowly catching up in the Mercedes-FiveFaa racing car, is Shay Smithey. He did get a podium, it's really good. And saving Esteban Ocon. And here we go. That is the race. And in second, Shay, and in third, Esteban Ocon. And here comes Kevin Magnussen. And in fourth, Pierre Gasly. And in fifth, Maxi Verstappen. And that is it. The last remaining laps of the 2026 Silverstone British Grand Prix. And in front, McLaren debut, Lance Stroll will win his first Formula 1 Grand Prix of the season in a McLaren. And in second, Shay Smith. And in third, another McLaren in Ocon.
Really well. Super driving.
What a bloody race. Driver of the day goes to Esteban Ocon.
Here we are then, a fantastic British Grand Prix, and what a performance it was from our race winners today. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick.
Well done, Lance Stroll.
Lap after lap after lap.
Winning his first Grand Prix in this Mercedes-FiveFaa career mode.
And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
That was Lando Norris in a Renault. So here are the podium winners for today of the British Grand Prix. Congratulations on his debut for McLaren. The Canadian
Our winning drivers are on their way to the
Lance
podium
Stroll.
right now. It's been a fantastic
And in
race for
second,
McLaren, that's
the
for sure.
Australian Shay
And no
Smithey.
doubt they'll be
And in
celebrating
third,
tonight.
the Frenchman, Esteban Ocon. And they are your winners for today. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Wow, Lance Stroll. Things are sure changing.